So I'll just name a few parts of the body. Just take your attention, take your awareness to that part of the body and just invite it, just ask it to relax. And I think it's really helpful to look for the pleasure, just the subtle pleasure of a body relaxing, or part of your body just releasing and letting go. Shoulders. And if I repeat a part of the body, just take your awareness there or hold the awareness there. Just see if there can be even a little more release. Just let go even further. Not pushing, just letting go. Shoulders. Tummy. Tummy. Face. Just let your face soften and melt. Flow that down into the jaw and the throat. Eyes in their sockets. Let hands and arms be soft and heavy, just falling to wherever they will. I like to even have a sense that even all the internal organs in the upper part of the body, you could just ask them to relax. Heart. Lungs. Stomach. All the associated digestive organs. Just say, hey, you guys, you can just relax. Just be at ease. Just be at ease. And now just see if you can capture a broad sense of the whole lower half of your body, from the waist all the way down to the tips of the toes. Just relax. Be at ease. And just use the next few out breaths, just your natural out breaths, to breathe away any residual tension, physical tension, emotional, intellectual, any concerns or anxieties in your life. Just breathe them away. Just let them go. And finally, in our preparation to meditate, just come to the head area. And this is just an imaginative thing. It's not, no muscles used here. Just see if the imagination can consider the head to be like a helium-filled balloon that will just float upwards of its own accord. Can you work with that image? Just the head, just ever so gently floating upwards. You don't have to do it. You don't even have to do it. It just does it of its own accord. And tucking the chin in ever so slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. So here is our meditation posture. Soft, relaxed, at ease, but also upright and poised, length through the spine. So there's a brightness and an alertness. Whilst being contained in a relaxed and steady body. And if you lose your way during the meditation, you find that you're becoming very willful, you're feeling discouraged because the mind is scatty or drowsy, you can always come back into this body. Find your posture, let go of tension. The body is steady, the body is relaxed. The mind will tend to follow. And finally, before we begin the mindfulness of breathing practice, we're just going to bring some metta toward ourselves, some kindness, some friendliness. The tradition teaches that if we don't have a kindly attitude toward ourselves, if there isn't some loving kindness towards oneself, then all the other benefits of meditation can't really arise. The stillness, the simplicity, the insight. So just reflect on the effort you're making in meditation. Just reflect on your commitment to meditation. What's even got you here now? This is care for oneself. I'm pretty confident that the reason that you're meditating is because you believe it's good for you. So this is an act of kindness towards oneself. It is quite a clear expression of your care for yourself. And this is very, very healthy. Absolutely as it should be. To take care of oneself. So good on you. Can you just appreciate that effort you're making? It's your effort. It's your care. So good on you. The mindfulness of breathing practice in 4 stages. Just bring your attention to your breath. Just find your breath. The natural coming and going of one's breath. Now this natural coming and going of one's breath is the core of this practice. It's the heart of this practice. Just to let one's mind rest with the coming and going of breath. To attend to it. I watch breath come. I watch breath go. Now in stage 1 of the practice, we drop in a light, silent count after each out breath. And this counting is just to help you notice if the mind wanders. It's to support your engagement with the breath. Your attention to the coming and going of breath is the core, the heart of the practice. Counting silently and lightly dropped in to help you notice if the mind wanders or becomes drowsy. I watch breath come and go. I count 1. I watch breath come and go. I count 2. And so on up to 10. If you notice that your mind has wandered, has got caught up in thinking, planning, worrying, daydreaming, just start again at 1, as many times as is needed. Just looking for that steady and easy connection to your breath. If the mind wanders, the mind gets caught up in thinking, becomes drowsy, just notice. No judgment, no criticism, just notice and come back to the practice. Stage 2 of the practice. Just maintaining your connection to the coming and going of breath. This is the core, the heart of the practice. That doesn't change at any time during the practice. We just make one subtle change in stage 2. The light, silent count now goes before the in-breath rather than after the out-breath. So I count 1, I watch breath come and go. Count 2, watch breath come and go. And so on up to 10 before starting again. I think if we can find the pleasure in meditation, we don't go looking for it. I think that's a mistake too, but there is pleasure. There is the pleasure of the beauty and subtlety of breath. Just the elegance of your body being breathed. Perhaps just the stillness of your body having calmed down, the mind calming down. Might be a cool breeze that blows across your face. Just let those be there in the meditation. But keeping that connection to your breath. This is the practice. Now come to stage 3 of the practice. So we drop the counting and we simply allow the mind to rest with the coming and going of breath. So the practice doesn't change. Just attention to the natural coming and going of your breath as the core and heart of the practice. If the mind wanders, gets caught up in thinking, then just come back to the breath. My analogy for the counting is that they're like trainer wheels. It's like trainer wheels on a bike. It helps us stay upright. Helps us stay with the breath. So we're now taking those trainer wheels away. And we continue to encourage our mind just to stay steady and present with the coming and going of breath. And even the spaces between the breath. So just take an interest in a kindly way. If you're feeling frustrated with the practice, just let go of that frustration. Just let it go. It's not useful. And just come back to breath. Or just come back to the steady body. If the mind is tired and drowsy, perhaps just make a little more effort. So now we're at the fourth and final stage of the practice. Just check the body is still soft and relaxed. Shoulders are released. Tummy is soft. Just maintaining our connection to the coming and going of breath. That ever-present invitation to mindfulness. Just the availability of the breath. And our practice of placing our mind present with it. So now in the fourth and final stage of the practice, we bring our attention to the point where we sense the breath brush from the outside environment into our body and then out again. So find the sensations at the extremity of the body where the breath brushes in. That's usually around the tip of the nose, the lining of the nose. Perhaps the back of the throat. If you're breathing through mouth, then those sensations will be perhaps around the lips, the tongue. Just find where they are for you. Be curious. Just be gently curious. And again, there is just this very subtle pleasure, I think. Essential pleasure of the breath as it brushes in, resides in the body, and brushes out again. So our breath, the object of our meditation, we now have a more refined focus. Just these soft, subtle sensations. And same thing, if the mind wanders, the mind moves away, notice, bring it back with kindness, with a gentle determination. just bring your meditation to a close.